Because I know how to release a phone apology.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what that was, Chris was going to staple his forehead as a shout out to Alex Ocean. I don't think Alex approves of your antics, sir.
I mean, it is a swing line, so
That makes all the difference. You're right. Never mind. Sorry,
thanks.
my mistake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, inside the paradox. I'm not restarting this time, Chris. This is it. We are rolling. We are live, pal.
You're the one that made racist comments, not me.
What? Look, I just don't like the way white people season chicken. It's just mayonnaise is not a seasoning, and neither is salt and pepper. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, inside the paradox AEW review. What'd you think of the show?
I thought it was very good.
I thought it was very good as well. Open strong, close strong, nice carry throughout the middle. We'll get into some other things here and there. But first things first, we have to get the sponsorship out of the way. M&J Ecological, Chris's favorite part of the show. We're still trying to figure out a tune for the phone number. However, if you have any pest control needs, such as iguanas, snakes, reptiles, anything you want to get rid of, any invasive species that are a nuisance to you, make sure you guys call Marcus over at 305 697 2258. Again, 305 697 2258. Yeah. Yeah. We think we got it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I love the first match. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I am far from a Young Bucks fan. I'm a Japan Bucks fan, but
Mm-hmm.
an American Bucks fan.
Mm-hmm.
But this match was really good.
Yeah.
Top
It
flight.
was.
I like Top Flight. I like them a lot. That kid Dante, he pulled off some shit last night, man. They were on TV and they wrestled like they were on TV. They knew they had to get recognized. I think
Yeah, and the Young Bucks brought it too. They hit that top rope blockbuster or the
uh-huh.
sliced bread from the top rope. That was pretty dope. I thought that was like an homage to old school, you know, wrestling that they used to do, and actually in TNA when they were Generation Me. Um, I think I want to say which one was the light skin one? Was that Dante, the younger one?
Excuse me, Jesus
Bless you.
Christ. Thank you. Yes, Dante was the light skinned one, and what's the other one's name? I forget the other one's name, but yes, I know Dante was the young kid, was the light skinned one. He's actually the younger brother. He's 20, I believe,
19.
19.
Mhm.
There was a spot that he did where he did like a
He did
flip
a
into
flip
a
into a
hurricane run.
DDT. Oh no, yeah, into
Yeah,
the
in a
Hurricane.
hurricane rana.
Yeah.
Dude, it was nuts. The way he like flipped up himself and great moveset.
I
Great
mean,
moveset.
it wasn't clean. It wasn't like the cleanest move, but for what he was attempting, like
It
it
was
was
very
pretty
tough
dope.
and very
Yeah.
tough.
And didn't he
So
do a flip into a DDT?
I believe he did. Yes. Yes, he did.
Yeah. The only reason why I knew the light skin one was Dante because I um made a memory of Delonte West because that's what
Yeah.
he kind of looked like without tattoos.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. Um, dude, do you see what the hell Delonte West is going through right now?
Yeah, but he's getting his life on track now.
Yeah, Mark
Mark Cuban
Cuban.
was like adopted him.
Dude, Mark Cuban's awesome. Mark Cuban, like, I got in my car and I searched for him to make sure he got in the car. He didn't just send a limo for him. Hey man, get in, we'll help you out. No, he went and made sure. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I watched Shark Tank and Mark Cuban is like the coolest fucking dude ever. He's great. He'll tell you,
Can you
he's like, yo,
imagine?
your
Can you
idea is stupid.
can you imagine if Delonte West didn't stop banging LeBron's mom?
You think that's where it all went downhill?
Yeah. I mean, you see his basketball career went.
Yeah. Thanks, LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron did to Delonte West what Randy Orton did to Ken Kennedy, or John Cena did to Alex Riley. We'll go with that one. John Cena just destroyed Alex Riley's career.
Or what helicopters did to Kobe Bryant.
Come on, man. That's not cool, bro. That is not cool. So anyway, Bucks win with I'm not accepting that. That's not cool, dude. Not cool. Bucks win with the BTE trigger. There was a moment there where you would think that where the top flight almost had a shot to win this, but They teased it really well, and there was a lot of close spots, and I like Top Flight, and hopefully this is not the last time we see them.
Can I be the one to say that I do not like the BTE trigger?
No, why not?
I don't like it
Why not?
because Kenny Omega uses it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's like if like three people use a super kick when Shawn Michaels was using it, it wouldn't be
Yeah,
effective.
exactly. Because the here's my thing is Kenny Omega uses it to set up for his finisher, but you're
No,
using the
yeah,
same thing as a finisher.
yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
No, totally. I get it. I get it.
I mean, and they haven't used the Melter driver in a while. They haven't used more bang for your buck in a while. So
Well, they went for a Meltzer driver Wednesday and he got cut off.
and they also went for the more bang for your buck and it got cut off.
Yeah. So, um, it what'd you think? Where did it rate in the Thrasher rating?
I gave it a 3. It was a
A
meh.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I don't like how they TH2 jumped them.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I thought it was
It made no
that's
sense to
the
me.
so that's two jumpings that happened tonight that made no sense to me. We'll go over the second one later, but yes, this one I didn't like either. But that means they're setting up for Top Flight to come back, which is a good thing for them. That's
Yeah.
that's what that's bringing in. They're gonna bring Top Flight up, and I think Top Flight can stay on the main roster. I don't think that they're gonna go down to dark. I think they can perform on the main roster. So it'll be nice to get another tag team in there for sure.
Did you read the article today that they're hinting around that a six-man trios belt tournament is going to take place on the Jericho Cruise next year?
Oh, so you mean what basically happens all the time? We present something and they run with it. Oh yes, thanks. Cut my fucking check, Cody. I'm not playing this fucking bullshit. Done. I'm fucking done, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like, come in January, we're trying extremely hard to get Jake the Snake on this fucking show, and I'm gonna tell him straight up, yo, tell Cody to stop fucking around with me.
Yeah, I read that.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
I read that they have uh like they broke down a scenario. You would have the Dark Order could potentially have three 6-man team, 3-man teams. I guess you said.
Okay. Yeah. 2 3-man teams.
The Inner Circle could have 3-man teams. Then you have SEU. You would have the Death Triangle. You would have.
Yo, what do you mean the Death Triangle? They're not the team right now. What are you talking
I'm
about?
sorry, Eddie Kingston and his family. The Young
I'm
Bucks
running
with
this
you,
show to myself. I'm running the show myself at this point.
Young Bucks and Kenny Omega or Hangman Page. Um,
No,
Best
you
friends in
definitely
Orange.
have.
You can have like 16 to 20 teams.
Yeah, you definitely have a bunch of 3-man teams. You can have someone like a filler like Brandon Cutler come up. You can have the Gun Club with Griff Garrison or something like So there's
Ooh, how
definitely.
about this one? Top Flight and Matt Seidel.
How about this one? Top Flight and the King of Flight, Will Austin. Ha!
Just
Right
as
in your
long,
fucking tracks. I stopped you.
just as long as there's not a hot mic anywhere.
Well, there might be a hot mic on this show coming up real soon for him. Um, what's the matter? You don't look excited for that interview.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm trying to see if I can get my screen bigger to get his big head in.
Hey, I mean, I can get you a little box so we can put Benny Blanco down in the corner.
No, but it's gotta be laying horizontal because that's how he takes the pins.
Ooh, November 28th, CCW Breaking Chains. We're going to be in the house. I got a few things to say to you, Benny Blanco. I'm done. I'm tired of this shit. Never again. I'm telling you. All right. So let's get to it. Thrasher rating got a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like it. So let's get into we have a little promo here. The Inner Circle does Vegas. You don't look like you were a fan
It
of
it made no sense
all right,
the
so
whole
let's go over
night,
what happened.
and it wasn't funny to me.
We had MJF steal Sammy's cards for a blackjack. We have Conan appear with the smoky smoke. We have Piff the Magic Dragon, which if you do not know who Piff the Magic Dragon is, go watch his auditions on America's Got Talent. It was some of the greatest shit I've ever seen. And he kissed Heidi. What the fuck is her name?
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum. Yeah, he kissed Heidi Klum, and I'm fucking jealous. Even though she was with Seal. Uh, something wrong with that guy's face. Not so much here or here, but like here.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have Hager and Wardlow. This was a little interesting for me because this kind of pointed to something. Hager and Wardlow going back and forth on shots.
Like
I
a
don't
tag team.
think exactly. I do not, and I believe we mentioned that before.
Mhm.
I do not believe that they are going to go one on one. I think they're going to tease it for a little bit, but then they're going to end up being a tag team and they're going to fucking dominate.
Mhm.
Speaking of tag teams, I have to ask, what happened to Lucha Express? I haven't seen them in a while.
I
Jungle
don't
Boys
know.
is on vacation.
I know Jungle Boy wrestled on Dark, I think, and I know Marco Stunt wrestled on Dark.
Oh, well, it sounds like things are going great for those guys.
Yeah. Um.
Can I get Christian Kirk to get a goddamn catch tonight, please? All right. So let's move into a promo
Oh no,
by.
no, you didn't finish. You didn't finish the inner circle.
Oh, what else did I miss? I'm
Oh, by
sorry.
the way, that bar that Wardlow and Hager were doing the punching and everything. I've been in.
Hmm. Oh, in Vegas? Yeah. I was so
Yeah.
upset, dude. I was supposed to go this year and I didn't get to go because of COVID. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's like a speakeasy bar. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. We
Mhm.
went to a we went to a speakeasy in New York, but it
Mhm.
wasn't for alcohol.
Hookers.
We'll go with that. That's what we'll call it. Hookers that you can smoke.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it was pretty dope. You had to like you go up and then you like say something to somebody. I found it on Reddit and I went in and I said what I was supposed to say, and the guy was like, all right, follow me this way. So I went upstairs and he's like, all right, so you're gonna go up these stairs, take 12 steps, count the steps, you have to turn right and like knock on a wall. But when you knock on the wall, somebody like opens it back and it slides open and they fucking walk in, they pat you down and check your wristband, they let you in. Dude, it was fucking great. It was fun.
Nice.
So yeah, I love New York. I thought New York was fun. So but I have to do Vegas. All right. That it for your Vegas thing? Because that's all I took out of it. That's all you
Mhm.
got was you just want to tell people you've been to that bar.
Yeah, my claim
Cool.
to fame.
You're claiming to fame.
Mhm.
All right. My friend, one of my friends called Baron Corbin his hair is stupid, and said his beard was stupid. That was my claim to fame.
Yeah, but I heard that guy with the beard is a really good looking guy though.
Nah, it looks like a fucking oversized fucking hornswoggle.
At least who I
So
look like isn't dead.
hey, whoa, leave my boy out of this, man. Ariana Grande killed him. All right. So anyway,
Pretty sure his
Mox
career
promo.
killed him.
You stop, Jesus, man. You're on a roll tonight. Not a good one. Mox promo gives credit to his dad, says be a good guy, and then he tells everybody, "My wife is pregnant." So that's a
Yeah.
great way to cool. Just roll that out there.
What
And
happened
then
to she? My thought was, what happened to she didn't want anyone to know yet?
yeah, like I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it, honestly.
Oh, that's what it is. Now I know.
What?
No, we'll get to it.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's move into the next match. We have Sabian versus Cassidy. I, for one, was actually pretty excited for this match because I feel like these are two people who work really well together.
Very
You had
big
Miro,
letdown.
yes. You had Miro on commentary, and then for me personally, I don't know what it's been. I guess ever since that little run he had with Jimmy Havoc, but I've been so excited anytime Sabian's been in the ring. And I don't know. I at first I thought it was a good match, but then it kind of withered away a little bit on me. But that diving
When Sabian
DDT,
missed that spot, when Sabian missed that spot after the diving DDT, when
yeah,
he went from that apron and he slipped off the
yeah,
rope, I'm like,
yeah,
nah.
yeah, that
It,
kind of
it,
killed it.
yeah,
But that diving DDT that Cassie does is so clean, bro. It looks so dangerous, but it looks so smooth.
mm-hmm.
So, but Cassidy wins. He gets the mouse trap roll up Thanks, what's his name? X turd. Thanks for that call, mouse cat roll up. And then Miro jumps Cassidy, and then you have best friends come out, and Miro runs away. I don't know. Are they building him right? I don't get it. Like, am I missing something here? Like, you tell me, am I missing something? Like, Miro runs away. He's the big bad best man. And what happened to that best man gimmick? That's not a gimmick you can roll with. I don't understand why they, like Miro was a mid carder in a dumbass wedding gimmick in WWE, and people are like, oh, he's used horribly. And then he comes to AEW, and he's a dumbass mid card gimmick in a married fucking wedding promo, like storyline. Nothing's fucking changed.
Oh man, I don't know.
Except it's not his wife getting torqued by the black guy.
I don't know, man. Couldn't tell you.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I just don't think there's not a place for him on like a big push right now.
There isn't, and that's the problem. They should have came in as a fucking monster, fucking come out and just fucking wreak havoc, put him right in line for the TNT title. He should have came in when he debuted. Should have came in and just stomped out Cody Rhodes after a match. Like was that a horrible idea?
No, not really.
I mean, no. Hey, let's put him with this guy, Kip Sabian, who weighs nothing more than 150 pounds. Oh, look, it's Aiden English. So, all right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
How good did Penelope Ford look last night?
Oh, she looked fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I was walking around like
in that nude colored like halter top that she was wearing.
Yes. Yep. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm finished. So where is the Thrasher rating? Not on Penelope Ford's dressing, but on the match.
It was a 2.
A 2.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Like... So next we get the contract signing for Omega and Moxley. Omega comes down. Now I have a question to ask. When Justin Roberts does Omega coming out, why does he always specify something from North Carolina?
I don't know. But I also have a question to ask about this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Omega, now, hear me out. Because the girls with the brooms could have came from anywhere. Could have came from the bottom of the stage, walk up. They came from the heel tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a coincidence?
I don't know. But Tony Schiavone called him the cleaner.
He did. That's the cleaner's not a face character.
Right. So my epiphany that I had when you mentioned about the Moxley announcing that they're pregnant, maybe it was Renee Young that attacked him in the back and laid him out. Maybe she didn't want people to know that they're pregnant. It's real. All right,
so let's get one thing out of the way. Tony Khan is not that good at booking. Okay. Let's get one fucking thing out of the way. All right. He is not that good at booking. We write half the show. So everybody can sit back and enjoy, because next week it's going to be revealed that Renee Young attacked Mox. Okay. So you guys are welcome for the spoiler. We're going to start calling ourselves the Wrestling Paradox Spoilers. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're writing spoilers right now.
And then you have Kenny like playing the bad guy, like, oh, I'm taking your pregnant wife.
Well, what if it's not Moxley's kid? No, that doesn't make sense, because Kenny's into 12-year-old Asian girls.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Rio weighs more than 81 pounds.
She's not 12 years old, though.
You sure?
Positive.
I've seen the paper. I am 12. So Mox is taken out in the back. Omega is unimpressed completely. Says Mox can't avoid it. First it was an elbow. Now it's his nose, bleeding nose. And then can I ask a question? What the fuck is Winter is Coming? Did they just completely rip off Lord of the Rings?
No, there's a show that is on TNT. I think it's like I think it debuts at 10 o'clock that night. It's like their second season or something like that. It's something on the train. A train show.
Okay, that's that. Okay, yeah. I thought it was a ripoff of fucking I'm sorry, Christian Kirk just got a catch.
No, it's what is it? It's it's where they go back in time, or there's like a killer on the train or something like that, and it's
Yeah.
I know it's going through different seasons and shit like that. So
Yo, what did Kenny write on the contract? Was it a goddamn chili paste recipe on the back? Did he need that back? Like, I don't understand. He was like writing like 10 things. Shout out Office, if you know, you know. Uh, there's a really good chili paste recipe on the back of that, and I love chili. I only have one copy. Can I get that resume back?
hi, my
Nate,
name's Nate.
I have a hearing thing.
I was telling
uh,
Daryl that you need to talk loud in this year. I have a hearing problem.
where are you from? El Philadelphia.
You speak English? I speak English muy bueno.
All right. So after Kenny wrote his chili paste recipe on the back of the fucking on the back of the fucking signature, it was weird because he wrote something and then wrote something else and wrote something else and then wrote Omega. He kept trying to spell it and he fucked up every time, so he just had to go underneath. He's so dumb and he's got hit in the head so many fucking times by Okada. He's like, oh Muga. Oh no, that's not right. Olivia. Nope, that's not right. Cornette's like, you stupid son of a bitch.
I think he wrote the cleaner though.
How many times? He had 4 lines.
Right, I think he
Counting.
wrote Kenny the cleaner Omega.
You make an excuse for this goddamn show every time.
I'm just stating, sir.
All right, so no chilies in the chili paste. All
Well,
right,
how about this? How about did you just read that report that came out about an hour and a half ago from the dirt sheets about the bullying?
Mm-mm.
Well, there was a report that just came out from a guy. He claimed he used to work for AEW and he used to be a content producer. His name is Louis Benson, and he
Okay,
was fired from AEW. He says that Cody Rhodes bullied him, and blah blah blah.
that makes sense. Cody Rhodes is a bully guy.
No, here's the thing. First 2 sentences of the fucking articles, it's like copy and paste from all the dirt sheets. Is he works for the DDP Productions? What is
Okay,
it's what is it? Resurrect Productions or Resurrect whatever. Second Chance Productions.
okay.
So he doesn't work for AEW. And in his like Twitter like synopsis, this guy Louis said he goes, "Oh, Cody never really said 2 words for me to me. He only gave me 45 seconds of attention. Something." But then he went on Twitter and said that he's a full-fledged AEW employee. And all Cody did was screenshot it, sent it to this guy Louis' boss, who's DDP, and said thumbs down. Like, hey, this guy's claiming he's part when he's not.
Yeah.
So this guy's trying to throw shade at AEW and Cody Rhodes when he really didn't work for them.
Sounds like a lot of shit, man.
Dude, I'm like, and all these dirt sheets and like all over Twitter, they're like, "Oh, Cody's a bully. Oh, just like WWE and this." And I'm like, no, read the fucking article, dude. Don't click the clickbait. Like, don't just click the link.
Yeah.
Like, read the fucking article, bro.
Well, Chris, I don't know if you just woke up from a coma, but it's 2020. People read headlines. They read this much, and they go, "Okay, that's the story right there." Like it's ridiculous. So fuck, where were we? Oh yeah, Inner Circle, another Vegas segment. Was this one better than the first?
No, I honestly I didn't understand them.
I didn't really understand them either.
They're
But
unoriginal. They're unoriginal.
we
I
did get
don't.
Hornswoggle as Baby Carlos.
Hmm.
We got we
Oh,
have
wait. First off, going back to the whole John Moxley thing, getting jumped in the back, right? So I fell asleep during the Orange Cassidy Kip Sabian match.
okay.
My wife Crystal and Brody, my son, they watched it, and when I was watching it back tonight, it got to the point when Kenny Omega came out, and everything like that, and Brody's in his room and he hears Kenny Omega's music, so he comes running out and he puts his hand on my leg and he gets in close. He goes, "Daddy, I saw that guy John Moxley dead."
Jesus Christ. Santa's real.
I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, John Moxley died. He was laying in the floor. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Here's Chris like, what the fuck? Did he pull an Owen Hart, man? Like, what the fuck happened?
And then it goes to the screen and it shows him laid out. I'm like, bro, kayfabe, man. You're not supposed to tell me that. Spoiler alert, dude. You know. and then when he gets to the next part with Inner Circle, he comes running in. He's, Daddy, I saw a baby in a diaper.
Jesus Christ. Brody's awesome, man. Comes out with a skewer. He's great, dude. Brody's awesome. Brody's so cool.
Yeah. I gotta tell you another off topic.
Our whole fucking show is off topic, Chris.
Yeah, this one's gonna make you pee your pants. So they were at Dunkin' Donuts one day and over by my house, and there's a guy that works there. He's got crazy eyes. One goes this way, one goes that way.
Did you line myself? Looks good.
So Crystal texted me at work. She goes, "Oh my god, I am so embarrassed right now." I'm like, "What? What's wrong?" She goes, "Your son's not allowed to come in this Dunkin' Donuts anymore." I'm like, "How do you get thrown out of a Dunkin' Donuts?" She goes, "We're waiting in line," and he taps me and goes, "Mommy, why does that guy have googly eyes?"
Did the guy hear him? Googly eye. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's awesome. I love it.
And Crystal goes, Don't do that. You don't make fun of people." He goes, "But Mommy, his eyes are going that way and that way." Like,
I wish he'd have been like, "Sir, can you look at me?"
snap his finger. I'm down here. Here.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Right, so now we got Hornswoggle on a diaper.
We got Elvis is now a member. You have Sammy Guevara wants to cut his hands open. You have Sammy Guevara getting married 3 times. It's just a bunch of fucking crazy shit. And MJF has shit written all over his face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you notice the words, by the way?
No, what were they? I kind of saw some things about Sammy, but I didn't really look into it hard.
You didn't look into the words?
No. What did they say?
It said Sammy.
Did it say Wrestling Paradox Podcast across his cheek?
No, it said soft all over his face.
Like Enzo Amore.
But not spelled SAWFT, just soft all over his face.
Oh, like he has a soft pee-pee?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It could be Enzo. I'm not speculating, but who puts the word soft? They put Sammy here and soft all over.
Dude, is Enzo coming to AEW? Is there a dirt sheet out right now?
I don't know, man.
I'm typing Enzo AEW right now in Google. Enzo AEW.
I mean, that's the only thing I can come out from it. So, but the whole like fucking this whole hangover, like recreating it, it wasn't good. And who is that girl?
Enzo open to talks with AEW. Enzo's going to AEW.
And who is that girl, that third one that Sammy married?
I don't know.
Her face was facing him.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she was grabbing his crotch.
Nyla Rose. What? I'm just hot takes, bro. Hot takes.
It's Big Swole.
Is it?
I don't know.
Britt Baker?
Pretty sure Cedric Alexander wouldn't go for that.
What if it's Sasha Banks?
I mean, that would be funny, but
that'd be great. Told you I'm gonna rape the shit out of her.
What was it? It's Zelina Vega.
Oh, that would be awesome. She is on the 90-day no compete, but I do see her going to AEW right away.
Well, but she's not showing her face. She only showed her backside.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Zelina Vega. It's Zelina Vega. We're just being marks at this point. So next is the match that I was hoping this was going to be a 5-star match. I thought it was going to be two of the greatest talents right now in AEW. Pac is hands down one of the best talents in the country, in the world right now.
Yeah.
I think Pac is. Blade let me down this match on certain things.
Yeah, he came out in leather pants first of
Yeah,
all.
that was the first fucking thing, man. I'm like, Aerosmith, tone it the fuck down, dude.
Well, first off, he's got the gimp mask, he's got the leather jacket, now he's got fucking leather pants on. I'm like, Jesus. I thought it was gonna be assless chaps when he turned around.
He obviously is a fan of American Horror Story. Um,
Yeah.
so
He's gonna have a
for
butt
me,
plug next week with a rabbit's tail coming out.
I thought this could have been one of the greatest matches on Dynamite history. I really thought it could have been, and I was just, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I thought it told a good
I
story.
still think the best match was in Dynamite history was the first ever match. Wasn't the first ever match Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was still one of the best matches.
Yep, that was a very good match. I
Oh
missed
wait, no.
Panda's head. I
Wait,
missed the Panda head.
was that the first match on the pay-per-view? On their first pay-per-view?
That was their first match at All In.
No, wait, hold on. Now I'm getting no. I think it was Dynamite.
No,
I think it was
that was
Dynamite.
All In. That was All In.
First ever match on AEW Dynamite. Come on, you cocksucking whore. It was Cody Rhodes defeated Sammy Guevara.
That was probably a good match.
It was.
Yeah. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. So what did you think of the match?
I mean, in my rating system, I gave it about a 2 3/4. It showed. I mean, I don't know what Pac was doing when he was home. I don't know if he was training, if he was wrestling, but you can
It was
see
working
that.
out.
Yeah, you can see he was working out. Yeah, 100%. But you can see that he was a little ring rusty.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, he probably hasn't been in a ring. I don't know if he has a ring over there. He just can't walk into NXT UK and be like, "Hey, guys, can I train with you?" I don't know how they sound over there. Funny accents.
Um, but,
Kingston.
but that's the reason why I think the first like 5 minutes was they were on the outside, like throwing him in the guardrails and shit like that. You know.
Yeah, trying to get his footing under him.
Mm-hmm.
The ending of the match was what really got me. You really just want to jump to that right away? I feel like we can. Where Butcher, Blade, and Kingston start beating down Pac, and then Ray Phoenix comes out, which was amazing, and then Penta El Cerro follows out with a chair, lines up the chair to hit Phoenix, kind of looks at everybody else, and then goes after Kingston. I like it, giving us the Death Triangles back, and making last week's match make zero fucking sense.
Well, I think what you're gonna get is next week. You're gonna have Ray Phoenix or Penta get on the mic with their broken English and explain why they wanted to get away from Kingston and his family.
Yeah. Thrasher rating on this match?
2 3/4.
2 3/4.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like Julius Caesar on my arm. So, this was actually a quick little segment that I truly liked. Are you taking notes again, or are you just going by memory?
Nope, going by memory.
Okay, so this is a segment that I really like next. You know what segment I'm talking about?
Refresh my memory.
Jade Cargile.
Yeah. No,
I
don't
like
like
this.
it.
Now, listen, this is the reason I liked it. They didn't dig big into the storyline, bringing up Shaq every 5 minutes. You had a quick 2-minute thing that had nothing to do with Cody, and it had to do with Jade and Brandy. And then they threw in Nyla and what's her face?
Vicky Guerrero.
They threw them in there as the heels that had to help, obviously. But Jade Cargile, all she did was just stomp the chair, pop the arm, and that was it. Walk out. There wasn't a lot of talking. There wasn't a lot of shit going on. No mention of Shaq. No mention of Cody. I like that they're kind of, dude. I went back and watched that promo. That promo was one of the greatest goddamn promos I've ever seen. It was fucking whatchamacallit. Tracy Smothers hitting the heifer on, or was it Dusty? Dude, they hit that heifer, and I was like, yo, like I popped. And honestly, like I think Brandy is what could have saved this show a long time ago, and they just never gave her a shot because that was one of the best promos I've ever seen cut on anybody in AEW.
No, the problem I have with this segment is when the camera goes into the room, you have Jade like watching the doorway, waiting for the camera to get there. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
now I'm
so
gonna go.
yes, so there are problems, faults of the
Yeah,
actors, but the
yeah.
overall segment itself, I
Oh yeah,
liked because
yeah.
it didn't, and like I said, it didn't bring up Shaq, it didn't bring up Kobe. It's bringing up this whole new storyline that they can run far with. Because look, when Jade Cargill, and I didn't bring it up last week, and I've had some time to go back and watch this segment again and again and again because I thought it was so interesting. Her talking for the first time, Cody being kind of a dick, looking at his watch,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. When Jade first stepped into the ring, I thought it was going to be Cody having an affair, which that would have been the greatest fucking storyline in AEW history. Uh, Cody cheating on a black chick with another black chick. I love it. Um,
Pat Pound.
there's some holes in this hop. There's some holes in the hop. So anyway,
Oh, then he goes, Brandy, I'm not with you anymore because you got a dap, a dry ass.
yeah. um, but no, I truly liked that segment last week. The only thing I didn't like, and I'll say it again, is they ruined the debut of Shaq because instead of having it just a pop, or when he actually gets there, they do that spot. They don't do it. They don't have to do it right away because obviously there's not building anything to it right now. Do it when Shaq's actually in the building, and then when she goes, "My giant is Shaq." And then Shaq attacks Cody from, ow, fuck, that hurt. I hit my attack. Shaq hits Cody from behind with like an elbow or something while Cody's back is turned, beats him down a little bit. That's where you get the pop to it. They
Right.
can still get pops. They have fans in the ring or they have fans in the arena. So they can still get little cheap pops here and there. And I think that's a pop that they missed. That could have been really big for them. It would have been all over ESPN the next day.
Yeah, I just think I don't know who they used as their extras to come and save the day. Um,
Uh,
because the one girl that was holding Brandy's head was like, "It's okay, Brandy, we got you. Talk to us. Talk to us."
yeah, it's
I'm like,
horrible. Horrible. Like I said, man, there's little spots where I'm like, oh, Tony knows what he's doing. Oh, he has horrible actors and actresses. All
oh,
right.
brother.
Well, look, man, that was a great spot, but this is even a better spot right here because this spot is brought to you by MNJ Ecological. Make sure you guys hit up Marcus over at M&J Ecological. Get rid of all your nuisances, any iguanas, reptiles, things like that. This is South Florida. You know they're everywhere, including your ex-wives, your girlfriends, your baby mamas, your kids, whatever you want to get rid of. It's Marcus, get rid of it all. All right, even Penn State fans. Marcus is a Penn State fan.
Oh, I'm
Give him a call.
sorry.
Give him a call. M&J Ecological
I
30.
guess it's not shower time in Penn State.
No, sir. No, sir. We are. 305-697-2258. 305-697-2258. 305-697-2258. Yo, we out. Mic drop. All right. So anyway, so let's get back into it. So we left off on Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa.
Exactly. All right, that's good.
That's about what I got.
we got an appearance by Rebel.
All right, so this is the nether run-in that I was talking about. Why have Rebel? First of all, they didn't know her name. There's Reba, Rebel.
They're
There
doing
she
that on
is.
purpose. They're doing that on
Are they?
purpose.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they're doing it on
So
purpose.
anyway, so you have Britt Baker and Reba attack not Thunder Rosa, but Thunder Rosa kicks out the next moment. Why have that spot right there if that's not going to be the ending of the match, and having Brooke Baker cost her the match? Because now essentially Brooke Baker did not cost her the match. Thunder Rosa just kind of lost it because she got back into it, got on offense a little bit, and then lost. So if you're going to set up that storyline of Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, because obviously Thunder Rosa is going to sign with AEW eventually, why not have Thunder Rosa lose? Serena Deeb leaves the ring. Thunder Rosa kind of looking around like, what the fuck? That's another time I lost for the title. And then have Britt Baker attack, lay her out in the middle of the ring, and then walk out. Because all they had was Britt Baker go sit back in the crowd, and Britt Baker's just like sitting there like, hey, what's up? Hey, you want to see my
Yeah,
chips?
I didn't understand that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of like I don't know. It kind of. It was very because she ran off stage through the heel tunnel,
Uh-huh.
and
And
then
then she's back in the crowd. Like nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
first off, my biggest complaint was why was Thunder Rosa dressed like the Green Power Ranger?
Dude, I don't know. And her boots look so fucking like they were so like what the fuck? Nacho Libre. Get that
Yeah.
corn dog out of my face.
I was waiting for her to stand in the middle of the ring, but it's morphin' time, you know.
Yeah, ridiculous. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. What is your Thrasher rating on this match?
Pterodactyl. Did you ever see that video that it's a meme, and it was like every villain that the Power Rangers ever went through had to wait for them to morph, and it was like they
Yeah.
went through, and it was like the sound, and then you had the villains
And
like
it's
sitting
hanging
there like
out. Just hanging out. Yeah, I've seen it.
I laugh every time I see it. But
Metcalf.
I give it a 3/4. I mean, I think Serena Deeb is a really good wrestler. I think she's one of the best women's wrestlers that AEW
Wait,
has.
three
Her and
quarters
Sheeta.
of a star, not even a whole star.
Not even a whole star, no.
Tough fucking crowd tonight, people. You really got to work for this shit. Uncle Dave, who the fuck is Uncle Dave? We're
I
talking to
don't. Well,
cousin Chris.
I didn't like the whole run in.
Yeah, it was horrible. We're horrible running.
Yeah.
Horrible. So we have next Anna Jay and John Silver backstage. And apparently, according to John Silver, Brody Lee has demanded a match for Anna Jay versus Hikaru Shida for the title next week. So
I like it. Well, I love John Silver because he was like, before Dark Order, you were just the star of the show. You see what I did here? Star. You see what I did with my fingers? Star of the show.
He's so funny, dude. He's
And
awesome.
he's so great. Him on being the elite, he goes, he's got it's like a kind of like a gay thing that he's got with 10. And he's like, oh, you want to hug it out? Because Johnny likey.
Sounds like you when you get drunk after like 10 mimosas at a Hurricane game.
I don't drink mimosas, so that's a lie.
Yes, you do. I've seen you take your shirt off, lay across a cooler.
That wasn't at a mimosa, and that was not at a Hurricane game. That was a bottle and a half of Fireball, and that was a chili cook-off.
Oh, God. What is wrong with you? Do you have any fucking, do you have any self-esteem left at all?
No.
Or any dignity?
I was gone a long time ago.
Yeah, I lost my dignity at Ruby's Rib House.
My dignity went out the window with your old podcast.
Hey, oh.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Will Austin, if you would like to join me on this podcast and take over as my future guest host or next host, you could be my new skipper. Apply now at WrestlingParadoxPodcast.com.
He's just going to take the mic from your hand and just talk about how he's the best wrestler of all time.
Pretty much. He can, though, because he is. He's the greatest on that mic, in the ring, anywhere.
Oh, no, I think Pharaoh is, but that's just
even comment. Hey, well, you're just kissing Pharaoh's ass at this point. Calm down, Buff Bagwell.
Hey, we have,
yeah,
reparations. We just gotta give it back. So,
what's wrong with you? I thought he said Santos. He said Pharaoh. That's why I brought up Buff Bagwell.
I'm a blue-eyed honky. So,
blue-eyed jive turkey. All right. So next,
tomato.
Yeah, right. Team Taz versus Darby and Cody with Taz on commentary. Um, First of all, I would like to thank Taz because I know everyone watches this show. Thank you, Taz, for bringing up Cody's ego. He's an egotistic maniac. I completely agree with you 100% all the way around. You ain't never lie, sir. But did you notice Cody's shirt,
No.
the pizza shirt? He owns a pizza joint in Atlanta. So he was having Cody's best pizza or whatever because Shaq owns Papa John's now or whatever. So back and forth, little things like that, little shots. It
Gotcha.
works well. Cody knows how to work the shots. First of all, we didn't have any FTR on this show. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel
Um.
about that. No FTR.
Well, I think they asked him. They gave him the night off because of an interview they gave after Full Gear.
Okay.
Wasn't very pleasant.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, they were
Um,
like they said something along the lines of
did they pull a Will Austin?
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not as brash.
Ew. Work the shoot. Do not shoot the work. Or what is it? Yeah,
Yep.
shoot the work. Don't work the shoot. Um. So anyway, uh, my question is this: we've all been wanting to kind of see, and in the wrestling world, Chris, think of like a wrestling fan right now, not as a journalist, I guess. We've all been wanting to see Ricky Starks and Darby Allin go head up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why have them start the match? Why not have Cody and Ricky start the match? Two people we've never really seen interact too much in a real match, or Cody and Cage.
Well, Cody and Ricky Starks had a match.
Well, their first match, obviously, but they really haven't had a rivalry since then. So why not have them do that cold start? Because you're automatically jumping into Darby and Ricky when that could have been a hot tag for Darby to come in and jump on Ricky. You know what I'm saying? That could have been the hot tag. And that pays off, Ricky jumping on Darby all these weeks.
I mean, it really doesn't make a difference because the outcome they're still losing. So why even have a hot tag like that?
Yeah, I hear you. But I just think that, I didn't think they were going to lose last night. I didn't think Team Taz was going to win either.
First off, hell of a drill claw from top rope.
Oh my God. Yes.
Insane.
Does Cage look dangerous in the ring? I
you
feel
know
like he
the,
looks dangerous.
Do you know the reason why that it was from the top rope was because Darby was involved,
Yeah.
and because
Darby knows how.
Cody wasn't taking that.
No.
He wasn't taking it from the top rope.
Did you catch where they called it? Oh, here comes Cody Rhodes against Brian Cage. So we have Big Cage versus Big Ego.
Yeah, that's what Taz said. Yeah, yeah, I did see that.
I loved it. I love when they make fun of his ego because it's just so fucking true. This guy is just like his father. So anyway, Taz leaves commentary, comes down. He does get involved in some part of the matches.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I started doing? I stopped actually just taking notes and I take like little bullet points now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been doing now. I'm just like little bullet points, not actually notes on the match. Like, oh, under this, over that, blah, blah, blah. So Taz comes out from commentary, gets involved. Arn, after Taz got involved, Arn decided to get involved and he threw a chair in the ring out of frustration, and he gets tossed. So that was a little interesting there. Are you taking like screenshots of your pecker there, Brett Favre?
No, I'm trying. I wanted to send you something.
So there was one spot in the match that I did not like, and that was you have Ricky and Cody going at it. Cody backdrops Ricky into Ricky's corner where he could easily just tag Cage. Darby gets the tag from Cody, and Starks goes running across the ring. Like, I get it was to set up the finish, but why dump Ricky in front of his corner when it was just so obvious for regular fans to be like, oh, why didn't he tag him?
Right.
Because when they don't do things that make sense, that's where like new fans who are coming in are like, wow, this is fucking stupid. Like, it made sense just to tag the guy. Why run away from your own partner? And that's why the numbers stay the same. It's always like 800 to like 600 or 700 to high sixes or 1,000 to 500, whatever. The numbers don't change. It's always like 15. It's always like 1.5.
Well, they did 0.37 last night. They were number 7 in the TV rankings, where
No, I get
NXT
that,
was
but
50.
what were the numbers? Viewership
864,000.
to how many?
632.
Oh, so right around 1.5. It's constantly 1.5 million fans who are watching this show every Wednesday. It's just sometimes there's more watching AEW or watching NXT. It doesn't change. They're not bringing in new consumers. That's a problem. And that's why they're bringing in Shaq, so they can have Shaq talk about this during the NBA thing. And they can be like, oh, yeah, over the summer, I had to go down there and handle this Prince of Wrestling, Cody Rhodes. And people are going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. He was. Let me go watch AEW.
Yeah, but do they have to, though? That's my thing.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, if they're dominating WWE on Wednesday nights, do they have to?
If your goal is to not continuously bring in new viewers to your program, you're failing. Our goal doesn't stop at 100,000 viewers, Chris, each episode. We want to add 200,000. And then when we get to 200, you want to add 300,000. And then you constantly want to build more and more I always pray that for this episode, the next episode will always have more viewers than the last episode. That's what you want. And if you're not doing that, you're failing. You're being stagnant. And that's a problem for AEW. They're just being stagnant right now. They're having to average 700 to 900,000 fans watching this show. That's it.
I mean, I'd rather be stagnant and beat my opponent by 300,000 a week than try something new and fail at it and lose.
So once your opponent leaves, what happens then?
Opponent's not leaving. Because what's going to happen is if NXT moves from Wednesdays to whatever night, whoever watches on Wednesday nights, it's ultimately going to move. Because, like, let's say out of the 1.4 million people, 1.5 million people that are watching wrestling, let's say 600,000 of them work on Tuesdays or work on Thursdays, and Wednesday night's their only night off. Guess what's going to happen? AEW is just going to gain that 600,000
viewership. Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
But they're never going to exceed the 1.5.
No, they're not going to exceed that 1.5. But they did what they set out to do: is dominate Wednesday nights.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I hear they're adding another hour show to somewhere on the program with TBS or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Saturday night.
They got to go heads up with Impractical Jokers.
Every night.
Yeah, right. That's all we watch in the house from 6 to 9 is Impractical Jokers. I love it. So basically, we have Cage gets the win on Darby because that claw from top rope. And for about 4 minutes goes by and they're just beating down Darby and Cody after the match. Now, here's what gets me. And we'll get into who makes the save in just a moment. Or does he? Cody usually runs with about 40 people in his stable. Easily. Every fucking... Where the fuck are these people? The Gun Club is sitting on the fucking outskirts watching this go down. Why aren't they... Like, I get what it builds into, but make it realistic. You can't have Cody's friends sitting there just watching him get beat up like they're not going to jump in and help.
Or are they his friends?
Or are they? And here it comes. Here comes the save by our boy, Will Powerhouse Will Hobbs. I love the fuck it. I love it. I love it.
Billiam.
Yes. And then Hobbs comes in with a chair. And then he grabs the FTW belt, holds it up, looks around. Foul! Pops Cody in the fucking face. And the reason I'm so excited, go back. This is episode 41. 41 in this episode. Go back to episode, I think it's 38. We talked about Will Hobbs turning heel and joining Team Taz.
It was right before the triple threat that they were supposed to have, the tag team.
Look, let me tell you something. All this stable, I thought the stable was kind of dying out a little bit. I felt like it was getting a little stagnant. See, that word comes up again. I thought this stable was getting a little stagnant. They're in the same spot. Yeah, they're ranked now, but they're kind of just still right there. They need something to happen to turn them. Will Hobbs was the greatest fucking thing that could have happened to that group.
Now you have so many options. You can go Brian Cage and Will Hobbs as a tag team, especially if you're gonna go Wardlow and Hager as a tag team.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Ricky Starks can go after the heavyweight title or TNT
TNT
title.
title.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I like
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Now, there has to be one more person, and it has to be a female for this group. I think there needs to be a female with Team Taz.
I mean, they already have Ricky Starks, so he clears both
Why are you
legs.
so disrespectful to my boy Ricky Starks, man? You know, like I've never been this disrespectful to Orange Cassidy ever.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
My dog pockets.
Hey,
um,
first off, Ricky Starks looks like he's the extra on like Parks and Rec, and someone farted by him, and he makes that face. He's
He's
just
such
like,
a fucking hater, man. Such a
"Mm,
fucking hater.
mm."
Um, who could be the woman if you could put one woman in Team Taz? Who would it be?
Thunder Rosa.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing. Thunder Rosa. Just fucking make her this unstoppable machine. Or
Johnny Kiss.
no. What if you fucking have Diamante turn heel? That would be good for her. She needs a
No,
talker.
I
She
think Thunder
needs somebody
Rosa.
to talk to her.
No, because Thunder Rosa's already getting screwed out of matches. So then Taz would be like, "Oh, do you want to join Team Taz? You always win." Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
I'm still hoping they do something with Diamante, man, and like put her with a manager of some sort, or her and that other chick, Evilise. Like they need someone to talk for them. They're not good talkers, and it sucks because they're great talents. When Diamante first came on the scene with AEW, obviously she had some spots where she was like not, so smooth in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
but she's really worked into that. And I think it was a TV thing, being in front of a TV and things like that. It's not easy to work,
Well,
obviously. No
she
mistake.
was on LAX and
Yeah,
Impact.
yeah, I know, but this is a bigger program for her,
Mm.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, man, that's our show.
It is.
That is. What'd you think?
I mean, I thought the show was good. I give the show about 3.25.
Uh-huh.
Um, it left some stuff, hanging that could have been covered up, like the attacking the Brandy Rhodes, looking at the camera. It could have been a little bit smoother and everything like
Yeah,
that.
of course. I like how they started with a tag match and end with a tag match.
Yeah.
And it feels like the heels won both times. Can you
Mm,
call the Bucks heels?
not yet.
No. Are we gonna get heel Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So um
I think they cost Omega the championship.
yeah, that would be really fucking cool. That would be really cool.
And then you have Matt and Nick look at John Moxley, and then they put out their hands and they do the fist pump.
Oof. That'll be interesting.
That's how
Where
I would write it. That's how I would write it.
well, congratulations, you just wrote it.
And
Ladies.
then what you can do is you can have Omega go back to Hangman and say, "Hey, I need your help. I need you to watch my back."
I don't like
And
that.
then there's a guy that's out there that is going to be looking for a job soon by the name of Marty Scroll. Then you can have Hangman, Marty, Kenny Omega
Now,
versus.
is Marty on a no compete clause or some sort?
They were on a pandemic, so there's no non-compete clause. They haven't done. They haven't done working. They haven't been working.
Yeah,
So
gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I like it. I like it. We'll see where it goes. We shall see where it goes. Overall, on the show, give us a rating, Thrasher.
3.75.
Better than last week's show?
Yes, hands down. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for this week. Make sure you guys give us a follow, like, subscribe right here. Make sure you guys swallow us on Twitter at Podcast Paradox. Again, this show is sponsored by and brought to you by M&J Ecological. Again, if you have any nuisance problems or need any pest control removal, anything like that, make sure you give them a call, 305-697-2258. Again, 305-697-2258. Oh man, that was a fun week. We have Breaking Chains coming up next week. We have Thanksgiving next week. We have a very busy week next week.
We have no show next week.
Yes, we have no show Thursday. We will have an interview Tuesday. Um, we actually have a let's see. We have Pharaoh's interview next week. So, and then we're gonna try and squeeze two other guests on. I'm not gonna give them out yet, but you guys will see. Follow us on Twitter to stay up to date. And that is a wrap, Chris.
Is one of the guests Bill Texas?
Bill Alfonso?
No, Bill Texas.
Who's Bill Texas? Was that the guy who runs Southpaw Wrestling?
No, Bill Texas. Isn't that the cousin to Will Austin?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even catch it, man. Right over my fucking head. I thought you were talking about the guy who ran Southpaw.
You're such a fucking idiot, man.
You know what? I'm not your friend anymore.